What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to talk about something that affects most shoe collectors, definitely affects me, and also provide a solution to that particular problem as well. If you watched a few videos back, I bought a pair of shoes from a department store that didn't come with a shoe box. If you're like me, you actually get your shoes from multiple different avenues. Sometimes you get them from department stores, sometimes you get them from retailers, sometimes you get them from resellers online. Sometimes they just may not come in boxes, especially if you shop at like Ross or like Burlington. They're just sitting on shelves. They're just usually just zip tied together with a price tag attached to them, and you just take the shoe to the counter and pay for them that way, and then they just drop them in a bag and hand them to you. You're out the door. So when you get home, you're probably either just throwing them in your closet, or you're throwing them on a shelf somewhere, or you're just throwing them in a corner of a closet or a bedroom somewhere. I was trying to figure out how I was going to store the shoes that I just purchased, and I got online and I found some cardboard shoe boxes. Now, they came from Walmart.com. I don't think they're actually a Walmart item. I don't think you can actually go into a Walmart store and buy them physically and leave with them. Walmart.com is probably becoming some kind of a landing page for like other vendors. So I think that's what happened with this particular situation. So I found them and then I made the purchase, and they showed up in a couple days. So I think they probably came from like a nearby distribution center or warehouse or something. So they came in a box, but they were packed in like this little bag here, and the box had like a whole bunch of like bubble wrap and stuff like that. And basically the shoe boxes were flat, as you can see, and then you have to like put them together. So basically they come in two pieces. This is the basically one piece of it. As you can see, it comes flat, and it has like, you know, teeth and stuff where you kind of put it together and they lock in place to keep it closed. And this is ultimately the outside of the box, as you can see. So it's just like the outside of the box, and like I said, the back closes in place with teeth, and it just locks in place. And then the other part of the box is I guess like the drawer the shoe sits on plus the outside. And as you can see, it's another flat part, but it has perforated holes already punched in it, where you just punch that piece of cardboard out, and it forms a window where you actually can see in the shoe box without actually having to open the box to see what's inside. The shoe box, once it's fully assembled, it makes a pull-out box. As you can see, there's an opening, there's a spot where you can take your finger and pull the actual drawer open, and then the shoes go inside like that. So this is basically the box here, and they're actually pretty decent sized. The dimensions for this particular one is 13.8 inches by 9 inches by 5.3 inches. So ultimately I wear a size 12, and this box is big enough to put my my shoes, my athletic shoes, some dress shoes, even some boots and stuff. My shoes, like, they actually fit in there pretty comfortably without any, like, you're not having to like wedge it in. So here's the box that I actually have my KD 18s in that I purchased a couple videos back. Are actually in the box, and like I said, I wear a size 12, and they fit in there very easily. I'm not having to like force it in there or wedge it in there. The box isn't damaged once the shoes actually wound up in there. And as you can see, like, there's like an opening so you actually can see the shoes in the box without, like I said, without having to actually pull the box open to see what's inside. So through the window, this is the solution that I was able to find for buying shoes without any type of way of storing them. If you're like me, you have other shoes that don't have boxes. You've thrown them away, or you moved and boxes got destroyed, or you know, boxes get wet, they crumble. In my old apartment, the apartment next door basically sprung a leak. I think their hot water heater or something like that had exploded in their apartment, and the water leaked into my apartment through the closet, and I had some shoe boxes in the closet that got wet. Thankfully, the paper actually helped. Keeping the paper in the boxes too actually helped too. The shoes didn't get wet themselves because they would have molded. But thankfully the shoe box got wet, but not the shoes inside. That's actually one reason why I bought these, kind of just replacement. I didn't have boxes for, as well as you know, putting these new shoes that I just bought in a respective box as well. So I think it also will help other people that have other shoes in their closet that are not just sneakers. Dress shoes can go in those. Like I said, I have a pair of boots, Nike boots, that I actually didn't have a box for either. I got them off of eBay as well a few years ago, and they didn't come in a box. These are Nike boots, and they actually fit in the box without any problems. Like, the boxes are big enough. If you wear a size 12 or smaller, these will work. Like I said, whatever type of shoe you want, dress shoes, sneakers, boots. Like I said, I got them from Walmart.com, but I don't think they're an actual Walmart item. Walmart.com is like partnering with a bunch of different like vendors and stuff. So the vendor's name is called Petoto, P-E-T-O-T-O. When I saw it, I actually thought it might have been a little bit of a scam too, but you know, like I said, I bought them and they came to the house and stuff like that without any problems. I didn't get scammed or anything. So it seems to be legit, and I'll put the link for the shoe boxes in my description of this video, so you can click on it if you want to. Having your shoes in boxes should actually help with organization, as well as like storage and stuff like that, so you're not just having a bunch of like random shoes like all over your closet or your living space or whatever the case may be. You're not sitting in a corner somewhere just becoming like a tripping hazard and stuff like that. For me, and how I want my organization to look in my closet, I usually just keep mine in shoe boxes, just so I can just stack them and put them along a wall in my closet, on a shelving. I have a shelving in my closet as well, and it just helps with storage. So I think that these will actually help someone that's just looking for a way to store the shoes they don't have boxes for anymore. So let me know in the comments if you're actually looking for boxes to put your shoes in, if you're having a problem like that, if you're facing the same problem like I was facing, where you just have a bunch of shoes with no boxes. Also, let me know in the comments if you have purchased third-party boxes from somewhere else and they worked out for you, and if you have recommendations as to where you got your shoe boxes, drop those in the comments as well, and we can talk about it that way. I know some people use those plastic flip front plastic containers, or see-through ones. I don't know, a lot of people use those. I'm just not really a fan of those, to be perfectly honest. But just let me know in the comments what you use, and if this helps you, please like the video, please subscribe, please comment below. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We can get to 10, and then maybe we can get to 20. So I definitely am thankful for all 8 of you and everybody else that has watched this video that has not subscribed. But thank you so much for tuning in. And if this video has actually helped you considering being a subscriber, please also subscribe as well. So that would be greatly appreciated. So as always, like I said, thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day.